Welcome to our animated book summary of one of the most influential self-help books of all time, a masterpiece that has guided millions towards personal and financial success. Today, we're diving into the timeless wisdom of Think and Grow Rich, a book not just about accumulating wealth, but a blueprint for manifesting your deepest desires into reality. We'll also explore the intriguing concept of the mastermind and how collaboration can amplify your potential. You'll learn about the surprising power of sex transmutation in channeling your energy and the profound impact of your brain and emotions in shaping your reality. Whether you're seeking financial abundance, personal growth, or a complete transformation of your life, this video will offer invaluable insights. Idea 1. Desire. In Think and Grow Rich, the principle of desire is presented as the starting point of all achievement. It's not just a wish or a vague want, but a clear and intense yearning for something specific. The idea is that simply wanting something won't get you there. You need a burning desire. This burning desire for a specific goal or outcome becomes the fuel that drives every other principle in the book. Napoleon Hill stresses the importance of being crystal clear about what you want. For instance, if it's money you desire, it's not enough to just say, "I want more money." You have to specify an amount and set a clear deadline for when you aim to acquire it. This clarity helps channel your efforts and resources more effectively. But desire alone isn't enough. After you've defined your desire, you should consistently remind yourself of it. Idea 2. Faith. Faith is a powerful concept emphasized in the teachings of Think and Grow Rich. It's described as a deep-seated belief in not just the possibility, but the inevitability of your goals being achieved. It's more than just hoping or wishing. It's truly believing even when there's no physical evidence to support such a belief. The idea behind faith is that when you truly believe in the realization of your goals, your subconscious mind picks up on this belief. It then acts on this belief by influencing your actions, behaviors, and decisions in a way that brings you closer to your goals. This is a mental state where doubts and uncertainties have no room. When your mind is dominated by faith, fears and negative influences are pushed out. One of the tools to cultivate and strengthen faith is through the repetition of positive affirmations. By constantly reinforcing positive beliefs and assuring oneself of the achievement of set desires, the mind gradually begins to accept these affirmations as truth. If you like the video so far, give it a like and subscribe to our channel so you get notified when we upload more animated book summaries. Idea 3. Autosuggestion. Autosuggestion is a technique that's about influencing the subconscious mind using controlled thoughts and affirmations. Think of the subconscious mind like fertile soil. Whatever you plant in it, whether positive or negative, will grow over time. Autosuggestion is the act of deliberately planting positive thoughts to influence behavior, beliefs, and actions in the direction of one's goals. It's also worth noting the importance of emotion in this process. The subconscious mind is highly receptive to feelings and emotions. When practicing autosuggestion, it's beneficial to infuse the affirmations and visualizations with strong positive emotions like excitement or gratitude. This combination of thought and feeling amplifies the impact of the autosuggestion. An effective method of applying autosuggestion is to verbalize your desires and goals aloud, twice daily. Idea 4. Specialized knowledge. Specialized knowledge revolves around the understanding that general knowledge by itself is not a direct path to achievement. Instead, it's the focused, specialized knowledge that holds power when it's applied strategically towards a definite purpose. Every individual has access to an abundance of general knowledge through various means, such as schools, the internet, and books. However, this vast reservoir of information doesn't necessarily translate into power. The true power of knowledge lies in its specialization and its application. It's like the difference between a general tool and a tool specifically designed for a particular job. It's the strategic application, the action behind the knowledge, that brings about tangible results. For example, someone might have vast knowledge about the stock market, but unless they apply that knowledge in buying or selling stocks or advising others, it remains just information. The same goes for any field, whether it's art, science, or business. Specialized knowledge, combined with purposeful application, is what makes a difference. It becomes a significant asset when used creatively and effectively to achieve a specific goal. Idea 5. Imagination. Imagination is often the starting point of all tangible creations and achievements. It's the workshop where all plans and ideas are first crafted. Imagination allows people to visualize beyond the immediate, beyond what's currently known or accepted, pushing boundaries and seeing potential where others might see limitations. There are two main types of imagination. The first is synthetic imagination, where existing concepts and ideas are combined into new configurations. It's like taking different pieces from various puzzles and fitting them together in a unique way. This form of imagination often leads to improvements or variations of already existing products, methods, or ideas. The second type is creative imagination. This is where entirely new ideas and concepts are born, often seemingly out of nowhere. It's also worth noting that through regular practice and encouragement, imagination can be strengthened and expanded. Just as a muscle grows with exercise, the capacity to imagine grows when it's nurtured and regularly engaged. Whether it's through brainstorming sessions, daydreaming, or simply allowing oneself the freedom to think outside the box, fostering imagination can lead to endless possibilities. Idea 6. Organized planning. Organized planning emphasizes the importance of deliberate and structured preparation in the quest to achieve one's desires. Having a clear desire or goal is the starting point, but without a solid plan to make it a reality, the desire might remain just a dream. A clear plan provides direction and serves as a roadmap to one's destination. It helps break down a big goal into manageable steps, making the journey more approachable and systematic. Every significant achievement or endeavor, be it building a business, writing a novel, or launching a project, requires detailed planning. Creating a plan also demands that you refine your desires. It's a process that prompts introspection, making you think critically about what you really want, why you want it, and how you're going to get it. This refining process can lead to more focused and effective strategies. Idea 7. Decision. Decision is a pivotal concept that underscores the power of making prompt and firm choices. Indecision and procrastination can be significant barriers to success. On the other hand, individuals who cultivate the habit of making clear and timely decisions tend to move more swiftly towards their goals and desires. Making a decision means cutting off any other possibility. It's a commitment to a certain course of action. When one is committed, resources, energies, and focus align in the direction of that decision, propelling one forward. Without this commitment, energies can be scattered, and progress may be slow or even halted. The fear of making a mistake shouldn't paralyze one into inaction. Moreover, decisiveness is a trait that can be developed over time. By continually making decisions, regardless of their size or significance, and taking responsibility for them, one owns their decision-making skills. It's like a muscle that gets stronger with use. In essence, the power of decision lies in its ability to cut through ambiguity, set a definite direction, and mobilize resources towards a singular goal. It's a defining trait of individuals who move with purpose and achieve their desires. Idea 8. Persistence. Persistence is the quality of continuing forward, of staying the course, especially when faced with challenges or setbacks. It's the sustained effort necessary to induce faith and make a goal or dream come to fruition. Challenges, failures, and setbacks are inevitable in any journey towards achievement. They test the intensity of one's desire and the strength of their commitment. It's in these challenging moments that persistence plays its most crucial role. Those who persist in the face of adversity are often those who eventually achieve their desires. An interesting aspect of persistence is that they are informed and better prepared. Developing persistence can be aided by surrounding oneself with a supportive environment. Having a group or even just one individual who believes in you and your goals can make a significant difference. Their faith, encouragement, and sometimes even their constructive criticism can be the push needed to keep going when the journey gets tough. Idea 9. Power of the mastermind. The power of the mastermind concept emphasizes the immense potential that arises when individuals come together in a coordinated manner, aligning their efforts towards a shared goal. It's the idea that the collective energy, knowledge, and resources of a group can exponentially amplify the results that any single member could achieve on their own. A mastermind group is more than just a regular team or assembly of people. It's a harmoniously aligned group where each member brings their unique strengths, expertise, and perspectives to the table. They challenge each other, offer support, share resources, and most importantly, work towards a common objective. On the path to any significant achievement, there are bound to be challenges and moments of doubt. In these times, the group acts as a pillar of support, reminding each member of the larger vision, offering solutions, or simply providing a space to regroup and recharge. Furthermore, this concept underscores the importance of strategic alliances in any endeavor. No individual, regardless of how talented or knowledgeable, has all the answers. Idea 10. The mystery of sex transmutation. The mystery of sex transmutation is an intriguing concept that delves into the idea of channeling one's sexual energy into other forms of productive and creative expression. Sexual energy is considered one of the most powerful human drives. Rather than letting it remain solely in the realm of physical expression, it can be redirected or transmuted into other areas, fueling passion, creativity, and drive. Times of intense creativity, focus, and productivity can sometimes correlate with periods of celibacy or simply channeling that potent energy elsewhere. This concept also touches upon the magnetic aspect of sexual energy. When channeled correctly, it can make an individual more charismatic, persuasive, and influential. This magnetism can be seen in individuals who, irrespective of physical appearance, exude a certain allure or charm. They might not be conventionally attractive, yet they draw people in. To harness this energy effectively requires self-control and discipline. It's about recognizing the power of this innate drive and choosing to direct it towards pursuits that are meaningful and aligned with one's goals. Idea 11. The subconscious mind. The subconscious mind delves into the profound influence that our innermost thoughts and beliefs have on our reality. Think of the subconscious mind as a vast storage room where memories, beliefs, and past experiences reside. Even if we're not consciously aware of this information, it continually influences our behaviors, decisions, and reactions to situations. What we feed our mind matters. Repeated thoughts or beliefs, whether positive or negative, can seep into the subconscious. Over time, these ingrained beliefs shape our reality, becoming self-fulfilling prophecies. For instance, if someone constantly thinks they can't achieve a goal, the subconscious mind begins to accept this as truth, and consequently, the person's actions align with this belief, leading to potential failures or missed opportunities. On the flip side, filling the mind with positive affirmations, beliefs, and visions can set whether joy or trauma can have lasting impacts and influence behavior long after the event has passed. Understanding and tapping into the power of the subconscious mind offers a pathway to reshape one's reality. By intentionally influencing this powerful inner realm, one can set the stage for the outcomes they desire in their external world. Idea 12. The brain. The brain concept presents the idea that our brains are not just organs for thinking, but also intricate broadcasters and receivers of energy. Every thought we have sends out vibrations, much like radio frequencies, which can be picked up by other brains. This concept elevates the brain from being a mere thinking tool to being a transmitter and receiver of both tangible and intangible energies. When one focuses on clear, positive intentions and combines them with powerful emotions, these thoughts send out strong vibrations. These can, in turn, attract similar energies or opportunities, making goals or desires more achievable. It's a dynamic interplay between the internal world of thought and the external world of opportunities and interactions. Moreover, the concept emphasizes the collaborative power of multiple brains. When people come together with a shared goal and align their thoughts and emotions, the combined brain power amplifies the energy, making the shared objective more attainable. Idea 13. The sixth sense. The sixth sense refers to that intangible source of insight some might call intuition, inspiration, or gut feeling. It's a sense that goes beyond our traditional five senses and provides us with guidance and understanding that doesn't always come from logical reasoning or observable evidence. This sense often manifests itself during moments of deep reflection or when the conscious mind is at ease, perhaps during meditation or just before falling asleep. It's during these moments that flashes of insight, creative ideas, or solutions to problems might suddenly appear, seemingly out of nowhere. While the other faculties of the mind are mostly grounded in the tangible and the known, the definiteness of purpose. Definiteness of purpose is the cornerstone of realizing one's ambitions and dreams. It's the clear and unwavering focus on what one wants to achieve. Without this clarity, efforts can be scattered, and energy can be wasted on pursuits that don't align with one's true desires. Imagine setting out on a journey without a clear destination in mind. The journey might be full of interesting detours and experiences, but it lacks direction. There's a chance of wandering aimlessly, getting sidetracked, or even becoming lost. However, with a clear destination, every step, decision, and action becomes aligned with reaching that end goal, presenting them with the right people, circumstances, and chances that support their journey. However, it's essential to note that simply having a purpose isn't enough. It should be definite, precise, and often revisited. The more specific and vivid the purpose, the stronger its guiding force. It's the difference between wanting to be successful and wanting to start a school in a specific community within 5 years. In life's noise and distractions, the power of having a definiteness of purpose cannot be understated. Idea 15. Brainwaves and thought. Brainwaves and thought delves into the fascinating idea that our thoughts are not just abstract notions, but are tangible entities in the form of energy. Every time we think, our brain produces waves, patterns of electrical activity that can be measured and observed. At a basic level, our brains are a bit like radio stations, constantly sending out signals. When we harness the power of intentional thinking, we're essentially choosing the frequency on which we operate. Just as a radio wave can carry a song or a message, our brain waves carry the essence of our thoughts out into the world. It's about creating a ripple effect with our thoughts that can influence our immediate environment and the broader world around us. In essence, our brain, with its intricate dance of electrical waves, acts as both a receiver and a broadcaster of our innermost thoughts and feelings. Recognizing the power behind this can inspire us to become more mindful and intentional with the energy we choose to send out into the universe through our thoughts. Idea 16. Ghosts of fear. Ghosts of fear touch upon the internal barriers that can haunt an individual, often holding them back from realizing their true potential. These are not tangible, external obstacles, but are rather born from within, rooted in our psyche, and influenced by past experiences, societal norms, or inherent beliefs. The most prevalent of these fears include the fear of poverty, criticism, poor health, loss of love, old age, and death. They lurk in the background of our minds, influencing decisions, actions, and even shaping one's self-worth. For instance, the fear of poverty can be paralyzing. It might make someone too risk-averse, preventing them from seizing opportunities that come their way. It can foster a scarcity mindset, where the world is viewed through a lens of lack rather than abundance. Similarly, the fear of criticism might stifle creativity and individual expression. It's imperative to confront these ghosts head-on, ensuring they don't dictate one's path. Instead, armed with awareness and determination, one can navigate life with clarity, authenticity, and a fearless spirit. Idea 17. Drifting. Drifting speaks to a state of mind where an individual is passive, aimless, and without a clear direction or purpose. It's akin to a boat in the open sea, carried by the currents and winds, with no active effort to steer or move in a particular direction. A person who drifts in life often goes with the flow, not out of a conscious choice, but due to a lack of one. This state can stem from various reasons, perhaps a fear of making decisions, an unwillingness to confront one's desires, or simply being overwhelmed by the vastness of possibilities. The danger of drifting is that it allows external circumstances and influences to shape one's life. Without a clear purpose or goal, it's easy to become susceptible to whatever seems easiest or most convenient. Over time, this can lead to regrets, a feeling of being unfulfilled, or even a sense of loss when reflecting on missed opportunities. And to ensure it doesn't become a prolonged state, breaking free from a state of drifting involves self-awareness, reflection, and taking proactive steps towards setting clear goals and intentions. It requires an active effort to steer the boat, to decide on a destination, and to put in the work to get there. By doing so, one can move from being a passive participant in life to an active director, crafting a journey that aligns with their aspirations and desires. Idea 18. Riches in niches. While Think and Grow Rich doesn't use the exact phrase riches in niches, the concept can be extrapolated from the book's broader teachings on specialization and the value of focused effort. Riches in niches encapsulates the idea that there's significant value, both intellectually and financially, in becoming an expert in a specific, often narrower area, rather than trying to be a jack of all trades. It's the notion that by deeply immersing oneself in a particular field or topic, one can find unique opportunities, insights, and advantages that aren't apparent to the generalist, collaborations, or even financial gains. However, niching down doesn't mean boxing oneself into a corner. It's about recognizing where one's passion, expertise, and a market demand intersect, then pouring energy into that intersection. Over time, this focused effort can compound, leading to recognition, opportunities, and yes, riches in that niche. In essence, while breadth of knowledge has its merits, there's an undeniable power in depth. By honing in on a specific niche, one can carve out a unique space, making meaningful contributions and reaping the rewards that come with expertise and specialization. Idea 19. The Devil's Workshop. The Devil's Workshop is a metaphorical concept which delves into the dangers of an idle mind. The old saying, "An idle mind is the devil's workshop," captures the sentiment that when our minds aren't actively engaged or focused on positive endeavors, they can easily slip into negative or unproductive patterns. Moreover, without a clear goal or task at hand, it's easy for one's thoughts to become clouded by external influences. This susceptibility can lead to being more impressionable, taking on the opinions and beliefs of others without critical analysis or consideration for one's own values and beliefs. But it's not just about external influences. The internal ones can be just as potent. When left unchecked, the mind can spiral into overthinking, fostering insecurities, or magnifying problems out of proportion. This sort of mental environment can stifle creativity, hinder problem-solving, and even lead to mental health challenges. However, it's important to understand that it's natural for the mind to wander. Idea 20. Environment. The concept of environment in the context of personal development and success is profound. Environment doesn't just refer to our physical surroundings, but encompasses the people we surround ourselves with, the ideas we're exposed to, and the ambience or culture of our day-to-day interactions. Our environment plays a pivotal role in shaping our mindset, beliefs, and behaviors. Being in a positive, uplifting environment can foster inspiration, creativity, and drive. Conversely, a negative or unsupportive environment can weigh us down, dampen our spirits, and hinder our progress. On the flip side, being around naysayers or those who don't understand or support our ambitions can lead to self-doubt and stagnation. Moreover, our environment extends to the books we read, the media we consume, and even the aesthetics of our workspace or home. An organized, serene workspace might foster productivity, while a cluttered, chaotic one might lead to feelings of overwhelm. It's also worth noting that sometimes we're not in an optimal environment by no fault of our own. However, recognizing the impact of our surroundings. Idea 21. Time. Time is a crucial element when discussing the journey to success and personal development. In the grand tapestry of our aspirations, time isn't just a mere ticking of the clock. It's an asset, a teacher, and sometimes a challenge. Every goal, dream, or aspiration has its own gestation period. Some goals are achieved quickly, while others require a more extended commitment. Recognizing that not everything happens instantly is vital, significant hindrance. Each moment that passes is a moment we'll never get back. Thus, valuing time and making the most of the present becomes paramount. It's a delicate balance between giving dreams the time they need to mature and seizing the day to ensure progress is being made. Additionally, time has a way of amplifying our actions. Small, consistent efforts, when compounded over time, can lead to significant outcomes. Conversely, negative habits, when repeated, can lead to Idea 22. The role of luck. The concept of luck often surfaces in discussions about success. However, when diving into the nuances of success, we see that luck might not be as random as it initially appears. Many people associate luck with chance events, believing that some individuals are simply born under a lucky star. A positive attitude also attracts others, making it more likely for collaborative opportunities to arise. Furthermore, consistency in our efforts increases the likelihood of encountering lucky moments. The more we're involved in our field of interest, the higher the chances of stumbling upon relevant opportunities. It's also essential to understand that everyone, at some point, faces setbacks. What might seem like bad luck can sometimes be a redirection or a lesson in disguise. Embracing these moments and learning from them can lead to even greater opportunities in the future. In essence, while there's an element of unpredictability in life, the role of luck in success is often a blend of readiness, consistent effort, a positive mindset, and the ability to embrace and learn from all experiences. Idea 23. Emotions. Emotions play a significant role in shaping our decisions, actions, and overall life journey. They're powerful forces that can drive us to incredible heights or pull us into depths of despair, depending on how we manage and channel them. At the heart of human motivation, emotions are often the spark behind our desires. They can amplify our efforts, making challenges seem surmountable and reinforcing our belief in our path. On the other hand, understanding and managing negative emotions is equally crucial. Instead of suppressing feelings like fear, envy, or anger, acknowledging and addressing them can lead to personal growth. Often, these emotions point to underlying issues or unfulfilled needs, offering valuable introspection opportunities. Furthermore, emotions have a contagious quality. The energy we exude influences our environment and the people around us. By being conscious of our emotional state and choosing to cultivate positive emotions, we not only uplift ourselves, but also contribute to a more positive and constructive environment. In the journey to success and personal growth, acknowledging, understanding, and harnessing emotions is key. They are not just passing feelings, but powerful indicators and tools that, when used wisely, can guide us toward our true potential.